Welcome to my channel. I'm Susan Davis, Prairie Girl Lifestyles. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you've been watching for a while, thanks for being a loyal supporter. Hello, my beauties. It's Susan Davis with Prairie Girl Lifestyle. I hope you're having a great day. Well, this is going to be a full face get ready with me tutorial. I'm going to show you how I'm applying my makeup right now, and then we're going to do an eye look. So if you want to see how I apply this makeup to this aging face, then watch this video. And I'm going to throw in a few tips for us aging ladies. We can always use those, right? Okay, let's get started. Well, you know the drill if you've been watching my videos. I always prime my face first with a primer. Okay, so as an aging woman, I have to get my skin the best I can get it, moisturized and ready to go. So my makeup lays down on my face. My skin is thinner and crepier. So, you know, I've got to do a little more prep work to get the nice look of the makeup and everything looks good. So the first step is always prime my face. Yes, I think it makes a difference. This happens to be the Mary Kay primer. I am a Mary Kay independent beauty consultant. This is a gel primer. So we'll apply that. This Mary Kay gel primer has anti-aging ingredients, meaning that it's going to lay down on your skin and be anti-aging at the same time with vitamins. So it's good for your skin. And it gives the moisture layer that we need for the foundation to lay down and lay down really nice on our skin. So for foundation, I am using the Mary Kay liquid foundation. This is a mineral foundation, an anti-aging foundation. So again, it has those ingredients in it, the vitamins A, C, and E. So it's helping my skin along with, you know, being my makeup base. Okay, so here's a couple of tips for us aging ladies. As far as makeup goes, here's 2 tips I could give you with this. As you can see, I'm about out of this, and I'm really having to squeeze it to get it out. So tip number 1 is when you get down to the end of this, and any of my products that are in a tube like this, I take a pair of scissors and I cut it because there's a lot more product in there, and if I just throw it away, you know, it's money down the drain. So I'm going to cut this to get the foundation out of here. So I'm going to go ahead and just cut this. So here I've cut it in half, and I'm going to just take what's out of here, and there's quite a bit in there. But I'm going to take what's left inside of here with one of my beauty sponges, and there's quite a bit, and just put that on my face. I'm just taking what's in there and I'm just laying it down on my face right now. There's quite a bit in there. Okay, so then let's get some more out of here. And put it on our face. And then, you know, I like to put my makeup on with a brush, so I'm going to apply this with a brush, work it into my skin. I have to use my magnification mirror to see. Okay, I've worked that in with my foundation brush. Now I'm going to zoom in because here's another tip for us aging ladies. You'll notice that the foundation I'm putting on is darker than my actual skin tone. So as an aging lady, I like to get more color on my face. So I'll go 1 or 2 shades darker on my face than what my actual skin on my neck is. So for now, and I do, you know, after I put my foundation on, whatever's left on this brush, I do run it down my neck right here. And that helps to blend this. Just a gradual fading out. And that might be all I need to do to blend that all in. Alrighty, the next step in my makeup application is a primer for my eyes. This is really, really important in my opinion. With this skin being saggy and loose, I have a hard time getting eyeshadows to last. So priming really helps. And this also kind of evens out my skin tone. This is the Mary Kay primer I'm using, and it's white. So that's nice because, again, I have sun damage. I have a lot of brown spots and sun damage. Okay, and this the just next thing I like to even out is highlight here underneath my eyes. And lately, the way I've been doing that is by applying a lighter shade of foundation. This is the Mary Kay Time Wise Mineral Foundation, liquid. This is Ivory 3. So I just take a little bit of that, and I've got to see my mirror here. And I'm going to just put it right here under my eye, and then take it down into my fold there and back up. Same on the other eye, just right below, not right up underneath, but just right there where that shadow usually is on my face. And then to blend that in, I use a dry beauty blender sponge. So then I'm going to set my under eye with a translucent powder using that same beauty blender. And I'm going to take quite a bit and press it down onto that liquid. And I can put some up here on my eyes too. Okay, so I've got that under eye area set. It's lighter now. Then I'm going to set the rest of my face with a loose mineral foundation. This is Mary Kay's. It's, what color is it? Beige 1. And I'm going to use a big fluffy brush. This is a Tarte brush. These brushes are expensive, but I think this brush was like $40. It's a Tarte brush. So yeah, that's an investment. Applying makeup is just like anybody else that has a trade. You got to have the tools to do the job right. You know, you're not going to come into a room and paint a whole room with one paintbrush. So similar to really good makeup application, you have to have the tools. So this brush is definitely an investment. I do really enjoy it. So now I'm putting on this color mineral loose powder foundation to set this down on my face. And I'm not going over that light area. I'm just going over all the areas on my face just with this foundation, but I'm not going here because I don't want to cover that up. I want that light. Okay, now I'm going to do some contouring. My very favorite contouring product is Hoola by Benefit. This is a matte bronzer. Matte to me is very important with aging skin. We don't want a lot of shimmer all over our face. So this is a matte. And it comes in this box with this cute little brush. So I start my contouring by contouring my cheeks right here and placing that product right there. And I'm just staying right there, and then whatever's left over, I'll run it up my temple. Same on this side. And then I'll go up here on my hairline and just kind of come down into this area and down into this area. Give this some color. I'll go down the sides of my nose, my jawline. I'm creating the illusion of having a jawline. It really does help to shadow this area. And then go ahead and put some, again, we're blending. Blend it down your neck so it's not real obvious and it all blends in nice. And then whatever leftover I have on the brush, I'll go ahead and just lightly sweep over my whole cheek area. Today I'm using one of my favorite products. It's the Too Faced Love Flush palette. This is a cheek color palette. Comes with all these fun colors. I've had this palette a long time. It lasts a long time. So today I'm going to just pick a color out of here and go for it and apply it to my cheeks with another lovely brush. So I'm going to go with this color right here. It's called Justify My Love. And here's my brush. And I'm just going to put that on the apples of my cheeks and then run it up to my temple. Same on this side. And it may look to you like I have quite a bit of blush on. I do overdo my blush because it fades as the day goes on. So then I take another fluffy brush that doesn't have much product on it just to blend all this. Okay, ladies, here's another tip. I don't know about you, but when I do my eyeshadows, okay, so I've got my eyeshadow brushes here that I'm going to use to put my eyeshadows on. And here's my blending brush. Okay, so I have all these. So what I like to do every time I apply eyeshadow is I'm going to clean these as I go along before I apply an eyeshadow because, I'm always changing up colors, so these brushes need to be cleaned. So a good brush cleaner is absolutely a necessity. Mary Kay does sell a brush cleaner. It's a really good one. So what I do, I'm ready to apply makeup. I'm going to start with this brush right here. So I'm just going to, I'll do it down here, but I'm just gonna give that a few spritz. And then what I like to do is just take a kitchen towel, paper towel, and I'm just going to wipe that all off and make sure it's clean. You can see the other side here where I've already cleaned this brush. Okay, and the nice thing about brush cleaners, I don't know, it must have alcohol in it because it's dry right away. It's ready to go. You don't have to wait. So today for my eyes, I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance eye palette. One of my favorites. I love the colors in this palette. Okay, I love warm colors. I really love warm colors. I don't usually put a cool color on my eye. I'm just a warm color lady. So today I'm going to start with this color right here. This color right here is called Golden Ochre. I'm going to use that as my transition color. So let's zoom in here a little bit. And I have to have my magnification mirror. So I've got that on my fluffy brush. And I'm starting up way high. I'm going to apply that color way up here. Because again, if you're like me and you have hooded eyes, when I go to open up my eyes, you can't really see that color unless I get it way up there. And then whatever's left over, I just drag it down to my crease. So we'll do this eye. Okay, I'm ready for my crease color, so I'm going to use this smaller brush. And again, I'm going to use my brush cleaner, spritz it, take it on my paper towel and clean it. It's ready to go. I don't have to wait. Okay, second color, my crease color is going to be, we're going to go with raw sienna, this color on the end. So I'm going to work that into my crease. Okay, then I'm going to take this color here, burnt orange, and apply that in my crease. Notice I always start on the outside corner and work my way in, because you always want your darker color on the outside of your eyes, because it makes your eyes look bigger if you have this dark out here. If you had dark here, it would really draw your eyes in and make them look smaller. Okay, I've got my clean blending brush, and I'm going to make sure it's clean by spritzing it and cleaning it on my paper towel. Just make sure it's clean before I blend. And I'm going to go in my crease color and blend. All right, I'm ready for another color. I'm going to take a small flat brush, clean it, run it on my paper towel. Next color I'm using is this red ochre with this smaller brush. And I'm going to put that on my lid down here, just on the corner. Using this smaller brush, I can control the color. So you see, I just put it on the outside there, just patted it on. And then with our clean blending brush, we're going to blend that. I'm going to take some more of that and put some more on. And then put it up a little higher. We're just adding this a little bit as we go, because we can always add, it's harder to take away. And blend. Okay, now with the same brush, I'm going into this color right here. It's called Antique Bronze. Same brush, the flat end. And I want to work that color up here higher to give me a little V thing going on here. So I'm actually just going to draw it on up like that and then over like that. Same thing on this side. It's up and over. Okay, that's what that looks like. And then with my clean blending brush, we're going to blend. I'm going to go back in with burnt orange and add a little of that over the top of this. Just for a little more blending and warming up the color. And then I'm going to add some more of that red ochre right here on the corner. And then with another clean eyeshadow brush, I'm going to go into this light color. It's called Tempera. This color right here. And put that right underneath my brow. Lighten up underneath my brow. Okay, now we're going to add some shimmer on our lid. And this palette has two different really nice shimmers in it. One is called Vermeer and one is called Primavera. They're these two colors right here. I'm going to use the cool color, the Vermeer, and I'm going to apply it with a flat brush and pat that on my lid right here and go to the corner. Okay, I've got that shimmer on my lids. We can put shimmer on our lids, ladies. Okay, so if you watch my videos, you know that what I like to do under my eyes is clean up this area here and get rid of this fallout down here. And the way I do that is with a concealer. I go with a very light concealer, lighter than my skin tone. This is Mary Kay's Light Ivory is the color. So I'm going to dab that underneath my eyes. Take a clean beauty sponge, and looking into my magnification mirror, I'm just going to pat that, work it in, work it up here so this eyeshadow doesn't go down below this line. I want my eye lifted. So there you can see the difference between this eye and this eye. So now we'll work this in. Okay, now we've cleaned that all up. We've got our shadow going up and not below this line. Okay, I want to add some dark underneath my eye here to balance this look out. And so I'm going to use the color in this palette called Cypress Umber, this dark brown. And I'm going with an angled small brush. And I am just going to pat that. I'll have to look in my mirror. I'm going to pat that right down below here. And just run that down like so. And then I'm going to take some of that same color and with this same angled brush, put it on my top lash line. Really working it in just to the eyelash. I don't want a lot showing up here because I don't want to cover up my pretty shimmer. So really just right along the lash line. And then I can make it thicker on the outside here. Yes, we've got a little more fallout, so we have to fix it. But not to worry, we have our concealer. So we will just clean that up. There we go. Mascara. Let's put on some mascara. My favorite mascara right now is this Mary Kay Ultimate Mascara. I like it because it lengthens my lashes, it separates them, it gives me enough drama that I'm happy with it. It doesn't clump or cake on. It's a really nice mascara. It's black. So I'm going to apply that. I don't know about you, but sometimes when I put on mascara like that, then it transfers over to my lid. So when it does that, if I get some on my lid, which I usually do, I just take a Q-tip and I get rid of it. And it usually just comes right off. And if it doesn't come right off, then I will just take some more of the shimmer and put some over the top of it. Just cover it up. On to brows. We're going to do brows next. So I've reshaped my eyebrows. I'm really loving my new shape. I've tweezed all this hair out of here. I tweezed a lot of hair out of my eyebrows because I wanted to get rid of this look. And I'll show you some before and afters. So I'm going to be using an eyebrow pencil. This is a brunette color. It's Mary Kay, to fill in my brows. I really can't do this on camera. I need my 10-time magnification mirror to fill my eyebrows in. I got to get really, really close and really be able to see to do my brows. So I'll do one and then come back and show you the difference between having eyebrows and not having an eyebrow. Okay, so there is my one eyebrow done. This one's not done, obviously. But this is the new shape of my brow, where before it went up and down, and it made a huge difference. Okay, let me finish this brow, and I'll come back. Okay, ladies, I'm back. I've got my hair down. My makeup's all done, except for my lips. I just got some new Mary Kay inventory in, and I got this new nude lipstick in. I actually sold this to one of my customers, and when I saw it on her, I fell in love. And she has the same coloring I have with the brunette hair and everything. I thought, oh my gosh, this is a perfect nude color for an aging woman because it gives you a little more color on your lips. It's called Sienna Brulee. It is the Mary Kay True Dimensions formula. And the True Dimensions is an anti-aging formula. It has vitamins in it and oils. So it's not only a lipstick, but it's plumping up your lips and improving your lip with the vitamins in it. So there's the color. I'm going to wear that. This lipstick is very moisturizing. Really keeps your lips moist and nice. Your lips don't dry out during the day when you're wearing this lipstick. It's just a beautiful nude color, and I think anybody could wear it. And then if I want to put a little pop of sheen over my lips, Mary Kay just came out with the new lip oils. They're real sheer and they're an oil. So again, more moisture on your lips. This one is sheer pink. Comes in a little applicator like that, and I'm just going to put some right here in the center of my lip. Just shines my lips up and adds some oil to them for more moisture. This oil comes in different colors. So there's my finished look, ladies. My eyes. They're pretty dramatic because I have a date tonight, so I'm going out. So this would be a date night look. I love my new eyebrow shape. So I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. You got some topics you want to cover on a video? Give me the comments down below. Let's talk about them. Subscribe to my channel. I'd appreciate it. Give me a thumbs up. You ladies go out and make it a great day, a great week. Fill somebody's bucket up. Spread the positive messages. Spread the love. That's what we're here for. You go out and have a great week. And I'll see you in the next video.